2-minute story about how this all came together. I sat down with Jay and the team and I said, guys, why don't we do something where I come in every single week and help people with the actual skills of building the business, recruiting people, prospecting, and selling the product. Now, my whole theory about sales is only as good as you understand the way people think inside a business, right? If you can't understand the way people think, sales becomes difficult. And me and Jay agreed on one thing, saying that it's more important to understand how to craft a deal than it is to learn how to sell. Let me say that again. It's more important to learn how to craft a deal. And when you mean craft a deal, it's like, how does a customer win first? And then how do you win second? Because a sale is just, when we look at a team, just remember this, a sale is just a 3-legged stool. That's all it is. And what that means is you got a customer, you got your business super patch, and then you got you. That's a sale. A well-oiled deal is a 3-legged stool. You can't win if you don't have the ability to figure out the problem in that person's life, connect them with your product super patch. You can't earn the commission. That's all a sale is. Most people just think of it like, mostly when they don't win inside of sales, they think of it as a 1-legged stool. How do I make a commission? How do I make a commission? How do you make a commission? Well, it's more so you earn a commission and you earn a profit through problems that you solve inside business. The people, a profit, a gain in business is just happens when somebody else has a gain in happiness. Your profit is just an increase in somebody else's happiness inside of life. So I just want you guys to have that perspective inside of your business. So I'm going to give you guys a 2-second recap of convention. If you guys remember, and this is the beauty, now we can spend a little bit more time together, that in convention, I said there's 3 steps to a sale. First, understand the strategy, which is step number 3. That's where most people start. 2, understand how people think. And then 1, understand your internal operating system. We're not going to go over that today. Today, we're going to go over how do we bring in more people inside of the business, more of the strategy side. But remember this, our strategy is only as good as we understand how our prospects buy. So we're going to start off today with giving a scenario. I joined Super Patch. I want in the chat if you want me on your team. Okay, there's no chat here. I'm talking to myself today, actually. Never mind. High fives? Can I see anybody in the chat? No? Okay. So imagine I'm selling for you. Okay, I'm selling for you. Now you go to me. Okay, I see some people here. So you come to me and you say, Daniel, can go reach out to your warm friends and your warm network to bring in people and sell them the product. Here's the problem is that I don't have a big list. I've sold everybody since I was young. So I listen to 2 friends and they don't trade. But now I go on this beautiful thing called social media. There's 8 billion people connected to it. It's how I'm connected to you guys, right? And all I have to do, the new age of when you bring in a business partner, if you told Daniel G, do you know about our products? Yes. We have so many different products. One can give you energy. One can heal your muscles. One can give you balance. There's so many different products. Let's take one of the products, right? One, I don't know if one can help you provide more energy inside of life. One can make you heal faster. You take all your products here and you write out every single person that is already using a product similar. Wait, look what I said here. Already interested into one of those products that uses a similar product. Who are those types of people? Now, I'll give you my theory about sales. I don't try to sell uphill. I try to sell downhill. So I know some people are going to be like, whoa, this is interesting. I've never been taught it like this. If Uncle Bob doesn't care about his health, it's my job as my family member to notify Uncle Bob, hey, Uncle Bob, it's time to start caring about your health. That's my job. I'm going to do it. That's my job as a direct sales rep. It's my job as a business owner. If I got a great product, I'm going to tell Uncle Bob. But here's the problem. 95% of the people that reply to you are not 95% of the people that will buy your products. Just because you have a level of influence with them doesn't mean they should be your customers. I'm going to give you guys a reality on today's call. Why? Because imagine Uncle Bob doesn't care nothing about his life, and then you have to spend 7 weeks explaining to Uncle Bob why it's so important to be healthy. It's my job as his nephew to notify Uncle Bob, but it's not my job to spend 7 weeks when I could have helped out another 70 people. The 5% of people that don't talk to you are probably the 5% of people that need your product, and they're the easiest to sell. Why? Because those are people that already own fitness studios. They're in runner clubs. They're marathon runners. They're athletes. They're already into health and wellness. They're the easiest sell in the world. You know how much easier it is selling me a patch than it is Uncle Bob that drinks Coca-Cola 17 days a week? Now, here's a problem. When you try to force instead of trying to find, that's where everybody's business falls apart. Everybody's business is falling apart because we're trying to force people to buy a product rather than finding individuals that's already expressed a little bit of interest or is already using something similar. It's great to have a conversation with. See, Daniel G's already interested in health and wellness. So isn't it much easier to be like, yo, you already run? Dude, you already run marathons? Yeah. Do you get paid to run? No. I'm a sales trainer. Oh, so you mean on all those runs you do when everybody's watching you live streams, you don't have any partnership deals? You're not locked into any partnerships? I'm just a sales trainer, dude. That's crazy, dude. We actually work with macro influencers with whatever they do. I know you're in sales training. On the side, you could just get freaking paid to run and you can heal on your runs a lot quicker. So you're not locked into any contracts, right? No, dude, I'm not Lance Armstrong. Okay, cool. Then we may be able to have a conversation, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday. I'll get you on one of our partnership calls. Let's go back. So my name's Daniel. I start the business. Sorry, I have to role play with myself for a second. Daniel G, we have these amazing products. Go find customers. I contact my 3 friends. They say, dude, we don't do things like this. I don't need it. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. I'm not interested. Okay, great. Now I go on this thing called social media. Let's start here today, okay? We're going to talk about today. It's called the find, okay? Let's start with the first F, find. How do we find our leads? I look at a product, right? Watch this. I'm going to go on Super Patch. I'm going to take one of our products right here, okay? I want to take a specific one. Let's take, so let's take Okay, let's go to our Boost Super Patch, and then maybe we could take, let's just take one first ones. Let's take Boost one. So for my runs, I'm going to take the one. So here's what I'm going to do. Who can use Boost? Actually, let's use myself as a testimonial here. Here's what I'm going to do. Who's my product? Who can use it? Miami Marathon. I'm just pulling something out of nowhere. Watch this. Miami Marathon. Ready for this? So I go on Miami Marathon. I go to tags. When somebody says they can't find leads, well, we're going to go today. 68.7 thousand posts on Miami Marathon. I'm going to go to tags. I'm going to go right there. Lower my brightness. Ta-da. All right. We're going to go to this guy. Look, this guy. Anthony. Oh, Anthony, what a beautiful customer. Look at that. Love this guy. He's ready to take the boost. He's ready to take all the patches. Here we go, right? Oh, and by the way, here's the main ingredients as to why people won't be good at prospecting is because they don't have the energy before the prospecting. Oh, I got a product. No, you get to. You get to get Anthony paid while he runs. You don't got to do it. You get to do it. Look at me. I'm getting excited. I can't even make $1 from this right now. The energy behind your thought process before you go prospect, I guarantee you creates a prospecting message. So watch. I go to Anthony, right? I go to his last 3 running videos. Boom. You went on a rub club at 7 a.m. in Bali, High Rocks, Arizona, and High Rocks, Arizona. Perfect. Isn't this guy great? Why is he great? Because he's already active. He's already involved. He already has a community. Let's hit him up. Come on, Anthony. Anthony, how are you, brother? Hey, it's Daniel here. I don't think we've ever connected. Dude, I'm into runs too as well. And I don't know, I think I seen you on the Explore page. I just seen you ran the freaking High Rocks, the Bali run. Dude, you're an animal. Hey, by the way, out of curiosity, as I was scrolling through your page, we actually work with a lot of athletes. We help them get paid while they run. And not just athletes, but a lot of micro-influencers and micro athletes too as well. People that don't have major following. So people like yourself, 15 to 50,000 followers. Dude, are you locked into any sort of contracts right now with any brands? I'd love to have a potential partnership call with you. Let me know, dude. Anyways, keep crushing your runs and stay in touch, okay? Cheers. All right, here we go. That message was 40 seconds. 40 seconds, 40 seconds. And I sent it, and I'm not doing it. Oh, this isn't how you do it. I'm doing it for you guys. Because when people say they can't prospect, what you're saying is you don't have a priority to do it. You don't take 20 minutes out of your day to send 20 voice notes a day. It's maybe some people just don't care enough about the message. But if you dissect that message, we're going to go through it today, how I did it, okay? Here's the dissect on it. I want you to listen to me. I think how people think. I don't think of my words. I think how people think. This is how people think. If you were to just message Andy and say, Andy, by the way, do you want to get paid for running? It's not a good message. Hey, Andy, do you want to make an additional source of income on top of what you're currently doing? Not a good message. We need to be specific. So the first one is, this is the find method. You ready? First one that I said to Andy, this is how I found you. If you notice, I told Anthony I'm a human. Dude, I was scrolling through Instagram. You popped up on one of my explore feeds. Second thing is, this is what I love about you. This is why you. This is why you're, dude, I went on your page. Dude, you're crushing marathons. Freaking love it. Gave him the compliment. This is why us. Hey, funny enough, we actually work with a lot of people, XYZ like yourself. Did you not remember the message? Hey, Anthony, by the way, dude, I seen you ran the High Rocks, this Arizona, this one, crushed it in Bali. By the way, it's funny enough, we actually work with a lot of micro-influencers or whatever the case is. We help them get paid during the runs. However, open-ended. Are you currently locked into any contracts, or can you really partner up with anything you vibe out with, whatever the case is? You're running full-time, you're running part-time, just want to better understand. Anyways, dude, crush your run, have a good day. And I also asked him something where I know 9 times out of 10, I know he's going to say, no, I'm not locked into anything, but what is it exactly you do, or what is it exactly you sell? Opens the conversation now. So the beauty of an opening message is you tell people how you found them. You can't just I think some people just go for the attack right away and there's no story. And behind every prospecting message, there's a story. There's a story how you found them. There's a story why them. And then there's a story why you. And then there's a question. And that's the beauty of every single deal. That's how you craft the opening message. This is how I found you. There's a story. There's a story why I'm reaching out to you. Now, when I told you why you're important, this is why we're important. And now when I told you this is why we're important, I'm going to pull it back and I'm going to ask a question. This is online and this is offline. Because whatever you do offline, you would do online. So let me translate this offline to it for a second, okay? Imagine I'm going into a different country and I land, or I'm going into a different city and I'm in the airport. And I take a drink of coffee and the barista pours me a drink of coffee. And I'm like, man, you guys make your coffee awfully strong out here in Arizona. What the heck do you guys put in this? And she's like, oh, it's like normal Starbucks coffee. Where are you from? See, now she asked me where I'm from. Sometimes I like to just say things to get them to talk to me, right? Because everybody says, ask them the location, their occupation, their family, what do they do for work? And the person's like, you want to steal my kids? This one's just like, man, you make your coffee, awfully strong here in Arizona. What do you guys put in this? Oh, it's just normal coffee. Where are you coming from? Oh, I'm in Miami, Florida. I'm just popping by for a few hours here in Arizona. Oh, a few hours? Why not stay longer? Oh, I'm in and out. I was teaching people right now how to, because you know how the economy's crazy. So I was teaching people how to have a second source of income down here. And I'm having a meeting with a lot of my business partners in Arizona. But aside from that, how long have you been working here in Starbucks? You see, I drop benefit, I move benefit. The job inside of sales is to drop what you do, move what you do. That's the job, right? So anytime you talk to somebody, if you keep your product here, if you keep your benefit here, then it looks biased inside of the sale. So what I did here was I'm like, oh, we help a lot of people like yourself supplement their income. But aside from that, how long have you been working here? Because their attention might still be here. Oh, I've been working at Starbucks, for 2.5 years. But what do you mean you help people? You see, I think the art of prospecting is high urgency, drop the benefit, grab the details and run. That's the art. We've been taught it, right? The art of prospecting is, You never sell where you can't close. That's why you're in prospecting mode. So let's go back to this. So that's in person, fast. I do the same thing when I'm hunting over social media. Now, when somebody says, oh, by the way, no, I'm not locked into any contracts, or what is it you do, or what is it you sell, or I'm a little bit interested, tell me more. Now you're going into this thing called a conversation. This is where people get weird. They get weird in a couple spots here. The opening message sometimes is weird because you're like, hey, by the way, love your shoes. Do you want to make more money on top of what you currently do? It's like, who is this person? How'd you find me, right? I think just life is like, if you're a lady on this call and a guy said, hey, you're beautiful. Who the heck are you? How did you find me? How do I know you? That's the theory. It's like, how did you find me? And if the girl has any slight of interest, the second thing a lady is thinking in her head, why the heck me? Even if the girl likes the other individual, she's saying, okay, but why am I important? Or opposite, why are you important? Vice versa. Okay, now when you're a little bit cool, tell me why I'm important. I like you a little bit, but tell me why you're important. And then the guy has to prove himself, or vice versa. Or he does on the opposite end. First he says, this is why you're important, this is why I'm important. Now that can happen over a week, that can happen over a date, that can happen over a year. But the relationship is, this is how I know you. This is why you're so cool. This is why I'm so cool, and this is why you should date me, and we should get into a relationship and get married. That's why you should trust me. Okay, now you get into this thing called a conversation. Because they're going to say, no, what is it that you do? Or like, yeah, I'm a little bit interested. What is it you do? I always say, yeah, amazing question. I never combat people. I always say, hey, by the way, that's a great question. We help micro-influencers like yourself figure out ways, with certain systems and products that we have inside a business, they can kind of customize. We have a suite of products for marathon runners that you can kind of just customize towards your likings. That way you could give it to your audience that best suits them best. By the way, would love to show you tomorrow at 5 p.m. You have 15 minutes to jump on a call, 5 p.m. Eastern work best. Whatever I'm circling always back to the meeting. I'm not talking about super patching the DM because I don't sell where I can't close. I can't properly explain the science behind the product, the opportunity behind the product, if I don't have a face-to-face. Some of you are talking about product and the product can't be closed inside of the DM. So for us, at least, my job is when somebody asks, what is it you do? What is it you sell? Hey, that's a great question. I direct it towards what they do. We actually help a lot of doctors like yourself, have another system and have some great products in place. But some doctors really like customizing them and, picking, from a suite of different products. You have time tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern for 5 minutes. That way you could see the products so you know exactly what doctors in the Kentucky area are using right now. We'd love to jump on a call and show you. Whatever, 5 p.m. Eastern work best. So every time remember this, the art of the conversation. They're going to ask you a question. No, I'm not, but what do you have to sell? You're going to answer it for 5 seconds. Then you're going to ask a question. And that question is to book a meeting. It's very simple. That's how you transition. So this is how you book a meeting. You ready for this? The method is always, this is how you found them, you piqued their interest, and you book a meeting, FIB, right? This is how I found you. This is what's so interesting about us. This is how I'm going to book the meeting. This is how you book any meeting with anybody. I'm going to make this fast. We're going to go on here, okay? This is how you book any meeting with any person inside of the business. The art is to think how customers think. I don't have 20 years of experience selling with Super Patch, but I do know how customers think. Customers don't want to be sold. They want to buy with friends. Nobody wants to be sold nothing. Every single person loves shopping with friends. Nobody wants to be sold nothing. So don't think, oh, why did my client ghost me? It's because they felt like they had to buy something, do something, or sell something on the call. And if they feel like there's not more leverage for them and there's more of a win for you, they don't show up to the call. Because remember what I said, it's the art of the deal. It's crafting the deal. It's not thinking about the sale. So pretend this is a Zoom meeting. This is Zoom. You want to get them on a Zoom call, okay? Now, yes, can there be money made on a Zoom call? Sure. Can you sell them something? Yeah. So if you try to book a meeting, which by the way is the most unsexy thing in life, booking a meeting, it's not sexy at all. Nobody wants to come to a meeting. It's not sexy. It's good for you, okay? But if you think of it, a meeting, they know that if they jump on it, they might get sold something, so it's not sexy. Sexy basically means that you love the product, you love the meeting, but they're not involved yet. They haven't drank the Kool-Aid. I've drank in the Kool-Aid. They haven't drank in the Kool-Aid. Now, people that don't understand this, well, everybody needs my product, not until they know about it and not until they use it. People don't need things until they're aware of it, until they use it. Sorry to cut it to you. Nobody needs a cell phone. Why? My grandfather did business without a cell phone. My father did business without a cell phone. Now you take away the cell phone from my father, he's gonna be like, well, I need the cell phone. You didn't need it 20 years ago. Until you used it, until you were aware of it. And the only way you'll get people aware of it and use it is to not make them feel boxed in. Nobody needs it until they're aware and they use it. And that's a problem. We get so aggravated because we're like, I wish you've seen what I've seen. Yeah, but nobody needs your product until they're aware and they use it. So the first step is awareness. You got to get them aware. And the only way to get somebody aware is to not make them feel boxed and trapped inside. Okay? So watch this, okay? Watch this. Let's say, for example, there's a Zoom meeting and I want to get Carrie from the DM onto the Zoom meeting. All I'm going to say to Carrie is this: Carrie, why don't we jump on a quick 5 to 15 minute phone call? By the way, we don't book meetings. Quick little language. I know this is a refresher for some people. We jump on calls, we hop on calls, and we pop on calls. But we definitely do not book meetings. Booking meetings sounds like what? I'm about to get sold something. Jumping on a call sounds like you could just pop on, pop off, hop on, hop off, jump in, jump out. That's it. Fast. Why don't you just jump on for 5 to 50 minutes, jump on for 5 minutes, 5 p.m. Here's what I do. Ready? First language. Why don't you just jump on? Why don't you just jump on? Why don't you and I just jump on a quick 5 to 15 minute phone call at 5 p.m.? Just propose the time, man. I know some of y'all like doing 2 or 5, but just, hey, why don't we just jump on a quick 5-minute phone call, 15-minute phone call? 50 minutes can turn into an hour. That's your job. Why don't we just jump on? And the reason why I'm saying this now is because I sell in today's day and age. My sales mentors back then, they wouldn't like me saying this, but my sales mentors back then didn't have Instagram. They didn't understand that people have TikTok brain. They didn't understand that people don't want to sit through 1-hour meetings. They didn't understand that when people are in meetings in today's day and age, they're already on Instagram scrolling. And I'm not just talking about the younger generation. I'm talking about my mother too as well. People's attention span is a lot lower. So the person that doesn't agree with me, dude, you obviously ain't selling today. I'm selling 24/7 today on my live stream, on phone calls, voice noting people. People can't listen for more than 5 to 15. So I'm not going to say jump on an hour meeting. Hey, why don't you just jump on, pop on, hop on a quick phone call? That way, what was that guy's name? Oh, my phone died. Steve, can you charge this, please? I want to make sure maybe we could sell this guy. That way, I could show you exactly what hybrid athletes like yourself are doing to get paid all around the world. So whenever you're ready to add more income to your current revenue stream, you have us in the back of your pocket for the future. Now, I can double down that message. I can also say, hey, by the way, that's why I could show you how hybrid athletes are healing a lot faster for their trainings while staying organized for a custom suite of products that they use, and at the same time can offer it. We could create a partnership and you can offer it to your audience too as well, so you can get paid while you're running these races. I'd love to show you what hybrid athletes like yourself are doing. 5 p.m. Eastern work best. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get on the call. You're gonna steal all the information on the call and you're gonna run from the call. That's exactly how you book a meeting. They jump on, they steal, they leave. People show up. Why? Because there's an invite for you to come and there's an exit door for you to leave. So there's an invite for you on the call. Hey, by the way, why don't you just come on the call, pop on for 5 to 50 minutes. I'll show you exactly, Mark, what hybrid athletes are really using our product for, because there's a wide variety of products, right? It'd be like me trying to train you over the Instagram DM if I had to do it here. It's impossible. I'll show you what they're doing. That way, whenever you are ready to add a new system inside of your business, to add some more revenue, you know exactly what we got going on in the back of your pocket for the future. 5 p.m. work best for 5 minutes tomorrow. There has to be a little bit of interesting curiosity. Plus, at the same time, they need to know that there's a steal. That's the art of the deal. The art of the deal, that's the craft right there. Why? Because they need to know that they can come on the call, take everything, and buy nothing. They come on the call. Do you know why people sometimes don't want to come on the call? Because we show them that, hey, by the way, come on the call. I'd love to have a meeting how we can help out your life. Me, nothing for you. And then we realize why we get ghosted inside a business. But if we had the ability to take it back a step and say, Jeremy, let's just jump on a quick 5 to 15 minute phone call. That way I could show you everything that Super Patch has been implementing for the mother of three like yourself, for the athlete like yourself, for the doctor like yourself, for the yoga fitness trainer like yourself, for the father like yourself. That way I can show you everything. So whenever you are ready to do something on top of your plumbing business and make a little bit more money, you have us in the back of your pocket for the future. You come on the call, you steal all the information, you leave they join the call. Now I say that fast, but the beauty is this, is that you guys have this saved for the back end of your guys' platform, which is wicked. So I don't know if the team told you or not, but every single month when we do a training, because I know you're like, Daniel talks at speed 2.0. Fine. Not only are we separating every single month into different subjects, at the same time, you could slow down, because I know I rap this stuff like Eminem. You could slow it down and you can go back to be like, okay, I get what he's doing here. Like we went through a lot today already. This is how you find people. This is how you reach out to them. This is how you book a meeting. Now, I'll circle back so you guys can slow it down after, but as I circle back to that point where this is how we find people, homework. The morning today starts with the night yesterday. So what that means is prospecting is your number one thing to do in the morning because it's the thing you don't like doing. I know, I get it, don't worry. It's something you do 24/7. Since you're always doing prospecting today, it starts with the night before. Prospecting is only about one thing, conscious awareness. You want to write this down? Conscious awareness. You know, it's funny, team. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret here. The best people inside of your business are not the salesmen. They just have good focus and good conscious awareness of other human beings. And you're like, what do you mean? See, their awareness is set higher than most people because they know their product can serve everybody, so they don't walk by people anymore. They know they have the ability to help the athlete. They know they have the ability to help this person, this person, this person. Prospecting is focus. It's not sales. Why? Because it's the easiest thing in the world. It's just that most people don't have a focus on it. Since they're so focused on solving their own problems and someone else solving the problems, they can't help somebody else's. But prospecting is really just the art of focusing on human beings. And since if you don't have the ability to focus on it, you never prospect. It's not hard. Remember when I said it's the second most highest paying skill in the world, and I think it's the easiest to master? Remember when I said that at convention? Remember, number one is sales, number two is prospecting. I think prospecting is easier on sales. It's just that most people don't focus on it. Number one, they feel like I gotta do it. That's why they don't get good. Like imagine a doctor's like, man, gotta perform surgery on this person today. You'll be like, yo, doc, somebody else, please, not you. Yeah, what do we got to do here? Doctor's on it. All right, we got to change somebody's life. Let's go, right? Just like how I was on the DM with that individual. So just remember, let's go back to that for a second. When I said it starts the night before, here's how you program your brain. I had this brain biologist coach. I was 22. I was selling medical device equipment. I asked her, Heather, right? She was one of my sales mentors. She took a brain approach and a subconscious brain approach to teaching sales. And I said, Heather, what can I do to really get my clients to think about me? She's like, train them on when to think about you. And I said, what do you mean? She said, the human brain works best 30 minutes before nighttime. She's like, it's not a coincidence why you have certain dreams at nighttime. I bet you were thinking about that person. And then you have the dream about it. Yeah, what's that? She's like, so you ever think of people and then your brain to work, and you have this dream about them? Yeah, I do. Cool. So I said, well, if I reverse it, how about for my business? How many of you guys have great ideas? Write them down. Who does your product benefit? Who are the people that you can reach out to tomorrow that use that product? Your brain goes to work at nighttime. It's this beautiful thing. It's so powerful. The subconscious mind is so powerful. It starts to think of ideas and people that you met and these places you've been. It starts with the night before. Your prospecting list starts the night before. The who and the why, the who and the why, the who and the why. Team, I'm sitting down right now with my team. We're in the office right now, and all we do all day, especially right now, we have a convention. Who do I want to come out to the convention? I'll mention it in 5 minutes too as well. Who do I want to come out? Why do I want these people to come out? What's in it for them? That's all I think about 24/7. When everybody else is thinking, how do I make money? You can't. It's illegal. You go to jail. But you can craft a deal. But you can't make money. It's illegal. The government already prints enough of it. You can't make money, but we can craft a deal. And the way you craft a deal is, who can use my product? Why can they use the product? When you think of that, sales becomes simple. So my biggest tip for everybody here right now, number one, who do you want inside of your business? From a product standpoint, right? And a business partner standpoint. And sometimes those work hand in hand, right? I mean, I'm all about mixing both of those. That's why I think the best prospectors in the world, they already tap into people that already have a big network. You see where my brain went? Like, I don't know how, but I already landed on that guy, Mark. And not only did I know Mark is going to be a customer and love it, and I don't got to sell him on health, but Mark has 35 friends that he runs with. So I could tap fast. Some people go so slow. Listen, I love mentioning my product and selling my product to my family, but I definitely don't spend time convincing them. No. Your job is not convincing. Your job is to find. The goal of this business is speed. Because you cannot have a massive business trying to convince people to buy your product. You could have a massive business finding the right people, dripping it on them, making them think about the product. Then once they say yes, they have a network of 37 people because I'm finding the right people. My time is, I spend my time finding the right people, dripping it on them, pulling it back, presenting a lot of times, and those people just eventually end up in the ecosystem. But sometimes I think a lot of our energy is held on to people. And it's hard to prospect people when you're trying to convince somebody to buy your product and they almost make you doubt your own product because you've been spending so much time to try to convince them. And because they doubt their own life, doubters wear off doubt to other people. You ever get that? Like you spend time selling somebody and then eventually you're like, man, does this business even work out? Well, you spend time with a doubter. You spend time with somebody that you have to convince 24/7 of the product. You didn't spend time with somebody that already loves building a business and already fit and healthy. Promise you that. Somebody comes up to me with super patch, dude, you don't got to tell me. I'm like this. Give me. I'm going to live longer, feel better. Give me. I'm like, give it to me all. Natural, yeah, give it to me. You don't have to convince me. But most people just wouldn't find me. They would go speak to people that are easily accessible, which is their family and friends and their close network of people. Fine, go do that. That takes 3 days, right? You take your cell phone out. I don't know, pretend this is my cell phone. This is what you do. Everybody can go start their business in the morning because nobody launched their business yet. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think some people are doing this right now. I don't need you guys to like me. That's not my job here today. I think some people have got their toes wet in the business. I'm on a stage right now in a platform. I think some people got their toes wet. I don't think some people launched yet. I think when they went like this, like, ooh, super patch. Oh yeah, I made a sale. A sale? Yeah, I tried it out. It got cold nipples sitting outside the pool. And nobody just went inside and said, wow, it's so much better to go all in than it is to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Man, it's freezing outside the pool. Even if the pool is cold and you put your foot in, the moment you get in that pool, you're like, damn, it's freezing outside. Come in, it's so much better here. You can't yelp to people to come in when you're still half in, half out. Some of us are trying to convince our friends to join the business, but we got 3 toes in the pool. Why don't our friends want to join us? Because they know, dude, you ain't in there. Come here. You can't tell somebody to join if you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So when I said most of y'all haven't launched, most people know that you're still skeptical about the business. Most people know that you're still not all in. You haven't hit up. Have you really launched? Steve, can you toss me my cell phone? Just throw it to me. You're good. Give me a quick toss. I know you don't toss electronics. Like this. Look how many contacts, right? Like if does whatever it takes. Can you see the amount of contacts here? Oh, this is going to be a lot. But all right, I don't care. I'm doing whatever it takes. What's it going to take to build a business? This. Go through all of this. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of contacts. This is what it's going to take. Hey, Gloria, it's Daniel G. Hey, listen, first of all, I want to just wish you an amazing New Year's. I hope everything's doing well. I hope you're crushing it. Listen, I just launched a new product and a new business. It's all about health and wellness. Would love for you to take a look at it. Obviously, if you're busy, you could tell me no. And then if you can refer me to anybody at the end of this message that is more interested in their health and wellness to live a little bit longer, wants to make more money on top of what they're currently doing, let me know. Anyways, appreciate it. Let me know by the end of today at 8 p.m. Eastern. Ciao, bye. Rinse and repeat 5,000 times. Have you done it? How many contacts you got? 568? Do they all have a video of you? Do they? Jamil! I don't play around. Jamil! Are you on a call? Can you bring your laptop and your cell phone right now? But Daniel, look, I can guarantee you if I go look at this guy's text messages, he has videos on his phone. Do you have your phone with you? All right. Can I see your phone? Can you open up your phone? I don't want to see anything else, but can you open up your text messages?
Yeah, are you showing the screen?
No.
Here you go.
Okay, I'm on text messages. Look, a video, just made one. Another video. Look, I already knew. Look, videos. Hey, boom, video. John, what's happening, man? We're launching a convention. I'm with Daniel G. Video. I'm showing people that a sale doesn't come out of nowhere. You have to launch. You got to work it. It doesn't matter how cool or how big you are. Put a face to it. Launch the business. If you did that to 268 people, I guarantee you wake up, 213 people ghost you. 17 people said, thank you so much, but not right now. 9 people give you a referral. 3 people say, I'm interested, but you don't want to do it to 268 people. That's the point. That literally that can launch the business. And I don't think people have launched until they take that much care into it. I don't think people have launched until they said, you know what? Like, nobody is ever going to care about my business more than I care about my own business. So I just want to let you guys know that there's a level of caring inside of the business and people can feel it. And that's the best strategy and the best tonality, right? That's the best strategy. That Jamil video that I was showing you guys, that's the best strategy. People need to feel it. They need to feel that you're real. When I sent Anthony that voice message, I think it was Anthony, I wanted to send him the voice message. I wanted to know it's not AI. I wanted to know that it was specific enough and I talked to Anthony and not at Anthony. The last message of the day, speak to people, don't speak at them. Specific language always sells. Generic language always poops the bed. Specific language will always sell. Anthony, I found you here. I love this about your profile. I see that you're a High Rocks athlete. We work with a lot of individuals that are High Rocks athletes. That sells. People say, wow, it's not a telemarketer. It's not an AI. It's not an assistant. It's a human. And they're speaking to me and not at me. And if some people need the refresher, I know you guys might hate hearing it, but Napoleon Hill, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, probably the 7th point on that book, read the book when I was 14 and a half, never forgot about it. He said, if you want to sell people, make people feel like they're the most important person on planet Earth while you talk to them. If you know how to do that, you win inside of business and sales. Can I say it one more time? How to Win Friends and Influence People. He said, make people feel like they're the most important person on planet Earth when you're talking to them. If you do that, you win. If they think you've said this line to 1 million people, you don't win. That's it. That's the difference between an amateur and a professional. So on the next conversation that we have, team, I'm going to be going into how to deal with the early difficult clients. So when you get a client and they say early on, like, it's just not for me right now, or I just don't want to do it right now, or I've done something like this and I got screwed over. Early objections, not presenting objections, early objections that is stopping us to get the meeting. Not objections that's stopping us from getting the sale, early objections that's stopping us to get the meeting. This was the conversation flow that you can kind of have with people fast, rinse and repeat. The other thing is this, if you don't block off time to do it, you'll never do it. So I know I told you, hey, at nighttime, block off time to think about who you want inside of your business. The other thing is this, is block off time throughout your day to get your prospecting done. And if you say you need 2 hours, I promise you, if your goal is to hit 100 people in 2 hours, give yourself an hour. The moment you see you're more capable, if you just compress the time, you'll see what your real worth is inside of the business now. I think we're giving us too much time to hit a goal. Somebody here I know wants to rank up in the next month. You could do it in the next week. The time in which you give yourself to achieve your next rank, you will take up that whole time. Say it one more time. The time in which you give yourself to achieve your next rank, the whole time will be taken. The human brain will take up the whole time. If I say I'm going to come in the studio and record a bunch of courses and let's go in there for 4 hours, we will stay in the studio for 4 hours. But when Steve says there's a plane taking off, it's one take. He's like, dude, we got to leave in 27 minutes. Can you record your 4 videos? Boom, 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 boom. The human brain, if it gives it 4 hours, it'll take up all the 4 hours. We'll chill around. If it says, dude, we got to rank up in the next 4 days, it becomes a must and not a maybe. And when it's a must, the subconscious brain does everything and anything to figure out a way to get the goal done. It can't be a maybe. Maybes never get it done. It'd be nice to have, it's not getting done. Most people that don't achieve goals, it's just a maybe. When you owed $37 towards the end of the month and it was a must, your subconscious mind did everything and anything to pay the $37. It's just a lot of our goals, sometimes it's like, oh, it'd be nice to have. So I'm super excited for this. I'm super excited. I know this was our kickoff call and our launch call. And next call that we have in the next series, we're going to do something special on the next series. Here we go. I'm going to do a Q&A, okay? And I know Jay and the whole team can sit back and figure out how we're going to do it. We're going to do an open Q&A with every single person, okay, on this call. We'll do an open Q&A. Sorry, every single person that gets chosen to do it. So 5, 10 people, struggles in the business, the barrier, and I'll work with you live coaching after the call with everybody on the call so I can work through your actual specific problems on the call. How about that? As long as you show up, maybe we'll have a sheet to fill out, or maybe the organization can sit down and figure out a way. Hey, these are the people that earned the Q&A, and I want to start doing live coaching too as well. I want to pour in as much value as I could to the community. I'm happy to be partnered up and collaborating with you guys in 2026. Generally, I believe in the corporate and the leadership, and I think we could take this to the next freaking level. And remember, our product is only as good as we promote it and push it. Really, 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 really. So it's, I appreciate it. Jay, thank you guys for having me. Oh, last thing, if everybody on this call, I can't see anybody on this call. Everybody, please, on this call, I will see you at you guys, here's what we should do. Y'all should come, when you guys come to my convention in Miami, everybody wear a Super Patch shirt and bring all your products. I'll let you guys do it. If y'all got Super Patch products, I'll figure it out with Jay. But you guys can use my family and friends discount. You guys, it's WCCFriends.com, I think. WCC Friends. If everybody goes to grab just like a general admission ticket right now, I'll do something with Jay where you guys can smoke it. Smoke it. Everybody bring patches. Bring a bag of patches. I'll tell my team, hey, my family of Super Patch are coming in with their products. Let them bring them in. Okay? So WCCFriends.com. I have that discount. I think it's on there. Is that WCCFriends.com? It's 50% tonight because I just hosted a convention yesterday. So you guys literally, I don't care if you live in Kentucky or if you live in Alabama, I have a convention July 11th and 12th. I want to bring 1,000 people from the Super Patch family out to convention. I'll figure out a way to get you guys set up too as well. But let me tell you, team, I got a lot of people that need you guys. I got people in door-to-door sales, insurance sales, real estate sales, athletes, people in health and wellness. So I'd love for you guys to come out too as well. So it's WCCFriends.com. I think is it Jamil or no? Okay, so tonight we just halved off that whole link for anybody that's in my ecosystem. But Jay, I appreciate you guys. Go watch this recording one more time, okay? Every single person, go watch this recording one more time. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next kickoff call.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And remember, this is a monthly series, okay? So level up, take your notes, get ready for his presentation. And he's going to do a Q&A. Are you kidding me? And so let's take it to the next level, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the technical difficulties in the beginning, but what a presentation. And your leadership is making a difference, and we're extremely grateful. I was texting with Jay during the presentation, and he wishes you the best. Have a great evening. And this concludes our kickoff call with Daniel G. Take care and be well. Bye for now.